Man, what's going on, everybody, man? This is a Bazz and Bingo pregame show. I got my boy Bingo here. I'm Coach Bazz. How everybody doing, man? How you doing, Bingo?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. What you know good today? I sound a little better than I did last week.
Man, you sound 10 times better. Don't lose your night, your voice tonight, man. Don't be screaming on that sideline, acting the fool.
Yeah.
But nah, that's
Nah,
love. That just show the love you have for the game, man. So, you know,
nah, I think somebody gave me COVID, bro. I
come
ain't got
on
no
now.
love for that. I think somebody gave me COVID, man. Yeah.
Oh
I'm
man,
back, though. I'm back.
man,
So,
for
man,
sure, man.
what's up with tonight, man? Y'all ready for the Tide to come in?
Man, that's a big game. So, you know,
Big
there's
game,
no
bro.
way to
That is
put.
the big game of the week.
And but man, I want to go ahead. I think we got a Picayune. I don't know if he's an alum or not, but I know he's definitely
Nah,
a
he's not.
representative.
He's
He's a
not. He's from
representative. He
PRC.
okay. Well, he does a
Yeah.
great job of doing color commentary for Picayune. Man, we got Mr. David Burnett on there. Man, he's in the waiting room. So let's go and bring him in out the green room, man, and
All
talk
right.
about talk about the game, man. But I don't know, man. Picayune. There you go. He got his PO. He got the
Mm-hmm.
PO. Dave got the PO. Oh
I'm ready.
Okay.
man. He
I'm
locked and
ready.
loaded. We locked and loaded, man. Dave, man, appreciate you coming on, man, on our pregame show. I know you got your own pregame show. You and Slick, y'all. I know Slick one that wasn't able to get on, but we definitely glad to have you. It's always an honor and a privilege to get you on, man. Thank you for
Well,
coming, man.
it's Clay Sweet and Slick do the game. I just run
Oh,
the
Clay
Twitter.
and Slick,
Yeah,
Clay and Slick. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. I got you.
Clay,
I got you. I
Clay and
got
Slick do the broadcast, and then I
you. Yeah.
just do Twitter, and then I do the post game podcast stuff with
Gotcha,
with
gotcha.
Slick and Clay.
But
So
y'all a team though, man. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I
I
just
just
I
didn't
just
want
want
to.
to make sure you get your flowers as well. You just as important as those two young men that represent break man, y'all bring Picayune, y'all bring that color to us. Like if we not, we know we gonna get tagged in Twitter and let us know the score. And I really appreciate that because a lot of people don't post on Twitter to keep us, updated on the scores, and y'all do a great, excellent job of doing it, keeping us posted on there.
Yeah, same here. I love it. I've always loved what y'all been going, and ever since we
Mhm.
linked up and had y'all on our podcast before, so never forget that. But Bingo out there refereeing, doing an interview while he's refereeing a Pee Wee
Yeah,
football game.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
classic. That's
man.
that's
Only
so
me.
classic.
Only me.
Yeah, right.
But Dave, he just asked the question of me, what I think about the Picayune Gulpo game. I would say, man, it's Picayune, man. You don't know, man. Physical game. It's definitely gonna be a physical game. I'm looking forward to seeing Chris run that rock tonight. Just the whole overall how Coach Stockton does a great job with that. Those kids and the staff does an excellent job as well. But I want to hear from you, man. What do you think about the game? I know you got a pregame show coming up in a little bit, but tell us what you feel about the game.
I think it's going to be a real physical battle, like you just mentioned. I think Gulfport's defense is probably their D line is going to be one of the better ones that we've probably faced this season and may face all year. They really gave us a handful last year when we played Gulfport. It took us a long time to kind of wear them down, and we were able to successfully do that later in the game. Now this year, I think it's going to be a little bit different. They got a lot of you know seniors on that team that's going to really be ready to play. And it's going to take a big game from Chris, but I also want to say I think Brady Robertson, our quarterback, is going to have to come through with some pass in this game. I think Gulfport. If you're Gulfport, you're coming in, you're going to sell out on the run. I mean, that's what Picayune does. I think you got. It's no secret. I mean, anybody in the state of Mississippi knows what Picayune's going to do or try to do. So I think it's going to allow a chance for Brady Robertson, who has a really good arm, to possibly sneak some throws in there and keep those chains moving and maybe allow Gulfport not to stack so many in the box.
Yeah, they definitely going to stack that box, man, because we all know Picayune traditionally has just been a run heavy school, and they just always been successful with it. And if it ain't broke, it don't fix it, man. We know what Picayune gonna do: power, 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 toss. That's the identity, and you gonna have trap. You are gonna run some trap in there too as well. So if you don't stop that, man, you're gonna have a long night. And mostly I'm pretty sure the last 20 29 games, it's been long nights for for Picayune's opponent. It's 28 games. Unfortunately, man, we're gonna get into that bad call too, man. I mean, that was just awful, man. Matter of fact, let's just get straight to it, man. You gave us the review of what you think should happen tonight, but man, that winning streak, man, 28, was it 27 or 28 games?
27.
I mean, who's counting, right? But
Yeah.
that I really feel bad for the kids more than anything, and the coaching staff, because you work so hard. I never like to point fingers at the referees because they're human. They're gonna make mistakes. But that in that case, you wanna kind of make sure you have enough eyes over there, and I wouldn't mind if they would. Can we review it? I mean, high school, it's gonna have to trickle down to high school, man. That was a big game, man. They were ranked top 5 in the state of Louisiana, top 5 team in Mississippi. Man, you don't want to rob a team like that, but it is what it is. But what did you feel at the moment? You were on the sideline all the time, so what did it look like for you?
It's a weird feeling because we've been covering the team. This is our 3rd season. This is our 2nd year where we actually call the games on the radio, but that's only the 2nd time that we've had a loss in those 2+ years that we've, they got beat by Diablo the first year that we covered them, and then on as just a podcast, and then it come through. So it was very unfamiliar territory. Not that I've never seen Picayune lose. I mean, I've helped coach Picayune for years. We've lost plenty of games. I mean, I wouldn't say plenty, but they've lost a few games every year. The only time they've ever been undefeated was last year.
Right.
I was behind the play. Like when we're on defense, I kind of get behind the quarterback because more chance with me with doing my Twitter thing, filming. I kind of the better plays that I have a chance of getting in on a phone, because I'm using a phone, is quarterback behind the line of scrimmage, something like that. So that's why you'll see a lot of my videos on that when we were on defense. You'll see a lot more of those quarterback sacks and stuff like that. I don't really get a lot of the plays out past the line of scrimmage because you'll see the videos that get kind of far. So I'm standing there and I see the quarterback roll around on that 2-point conversion, and it looks like he didn't get in, but my angle, I can't just say that I know for a fact he didn't get in. So then you start hearing people that were right there like he didn't get in. But I think Coach Stogner's crew handled it very well. I think it's a good point in life, where you kind of things don't go your way, and you can kind of gives you a chance to look back and say, hey, if we would have done this a little better early in the game, we would have never got into that position. Or, but as a fan, I look at it this way. I know everybody wants to say you should have did that early in the game. Well, Picayune overcame all that. Okay. When you have a bad call, Bazz, in a game, if it's in the first part, middle part, you have a chance to overcome that bad call. When it ends a game, you get no chance to go back out there and overcome that bad call. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. I hated to be. I know D'Iberville did not want to have to play Picayune last week because they knew what was coming, and I'm kind of glad, win or lose, that D'Iberville was the perfect opponent for Picayune. After a game like that, it kind of they were kind of, I won't say they were on cruise control because they got a lot of things accomplished that game that they've been needing to work on, but it would have been tough to play a team like Gulfport or Ocean Springs following that. But I think they handled it well. You see, they came out and really, really prepared well for D'Iberville and almost had to shut out.
Yeah, they played angry. That's all I can say. That's the best way I can say. They played real angry and got to the point. They didn't waste no time.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Bingo, you got anything for Dave, man, before we let him go? He got to get ready for the game tonight.
Man, just want to tell you good luck on another good game tonight. I wish I was able to be there because that's a big game.
Yeah.
And I think the Tide is going to walk away with the dub.
I'm gonna stop him right now, man.
You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's homecoming for us. It's still Gators by 40.
And it's home. It's homecoming for Gulfport too, which everybody's asking that. How did y'all put Picayune on?
Nobody cares about that no more, man.
Hey, yeah, I've kind of like Yeah, it just failed that way. I don't think no one in their right mind gonna be like, yeah, let's put the Maroon Tide, the two-time defending state champion, on there. Nobody's gonna say that, man. It just failed
And
that way. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so. I don't think. I mean, it's something the coaches can use. Maybe like can say, "Oh, they didn't think enough of y'all,"
yeah.
this year. And I'm sure I haven't spoke to a coach this week, so I don't know. This is just me talking. If I'm a coach, I'm using it. I
Oh
know
yeah,
I know
bulleted.
people don't care as much as now. Back when we was in school,
Yeah,
if
you
you was
did that.
somebody's home,
That's disrespect.
yes, it was disrespectful. Like it really was, especially if you were a good team. Because
yeah,
I mean, if you weren't on a very good team, you probably played in 2 or 3 homecomings that year, and that's usually kind of telling on what they expected. And I expect a
Right.
really close game tonight. I mean, it's not. I know, Gulfport does have a team that can beat Picayune. Just not going to lie, they do. So Picayune's going to have to play great, but it's also just it goes for both sides. And man, I'm just excited. I want to see the quarterback play for
Nico.
Gulfport.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nico. I
Yeah.
want to see him play. And if Picayune cannot contain him, they will have trouble. That's just all I'm going to say. The kid's an absolute athlete. I mean, he's just so athletic. And
He
if he gets loose tonight, we'll have trouble. But I think if Waller and McWilliams and whoever else is playing the other
Woo.
end,
Two
Cooper,
monsters on the end. Goodness.
if they can contain him and not get past him in a rush, which I look for Marion Tyson to have a big game again this week. He had a huge game last week, and he's someone that can combat speed, And I know Gulfport's going to try to run around us and run. But when you have someone Marion Tyson that can hide and get through there, and the dude is lightning fast. I mean, he runs so fast. He kind of kills teams. They think they're going to get around the edge, and it's just super hard with him.
Just watch the film
Yeah,
on him, man. Tyson,
yeah.
man. He's a tackling machine, man. The
Best
man got
pound for
over.
pound
Yes,
linebacker in the state.
in the state,
Yeah.
man. Like he's gonna get his career. He's gonna have over 300 tackles in his career,
Oh yeah,
which
easily.
is mind blowing.
If he's
That's
not already
mind blowing.
there, he should be
If he's
already.
not right,
Yeah,
he
he should
should
already be
be. He
there
should be
because
at 300.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he might.
300
So I
something
should.
already. So he could
Yeah,
hit 400. This year, if especially if Picayune makes it all the way to state again. I mean, it gives it
yeah,
a game. So, and
yeah.
we
Say
have
it so
one less game.
modestly.
Right, like that's the norm.
Yeah.
Bingo,
Like
bingo.
Picayune make it to
Picayune get
state again,
if they make it to state. If I go if
Hey,
Act
I
like
mean,
you've been there before.
well, it's I mean, like you said, I went to PRC. I'm not a Picayune grad. It's not something I have. My kids went there, so that you can see that's where the support for Picayune comes in and started. And my wife Tiffany went there, but it's kind of cool to see. Picayune's had these teams in the past that have been really good, and now I think that it's just something has hit where it's just they've really hit, and they've had great players in the past. Don't get me wrong, but man, when you have kids like Dowdell, and then you follow that up with Waller and Chris Davis and Naki Ratcliffe, who have Division I. I mean, like people say they got all these kids got real Division I offers. Like they really can go to these places,
right.
and then you got a lot of kids and we got some younger kids like we got a sophomore, it's like 6'5", 300, plays tackle, and already got an Auburn and an Arkansas offer. Like we never have kids like this, We had a kid go to Lafayette. He's playing at Louisiana Lafayette. So like it's just been fun to see the things that have been going on at Picayune the past few years, and you still got kids that. A lot of JUCO kids. I watched. I was flipping back and forth. I was Matt and them. I was watching the Gulf Coast game. We got our center from a couple years ago there, and then at Pearl River we got a couple kids playing there. So it's cool to see. And then we got kids. We got kids at Alcorn. We got kids at ULM, and then so it's really really cool to see this time in Picayune with all the kids. And we got a lot of kids. I mean, we got kids on the team that's playing baseball that'll go to play baseball like Brady Robertson and Kyler King. And then they could also play football if they really wanted to. So it's kind of great to see. Got a lot of cool things going on here.
Absolutely, man. Y'all definitely have a generational talent that came through. Y'all had a wave of talent. Everybody gets it. that wave of talent where y'all have capitalized on it for sure. And I appreciate watching, you guys cover them. And it's also a joy to watch them play too. So man, I'm gonna enjoy watching them guys, all those guys you mentioned tonight, man. Coach Stockton has always shown love to me and Bingo as well. So tonight I'm not pulling for the Tide. I mean, I don't hide it. When
Hey,
I ain't
I
pulling for
wouldn't
the
have it
Tide
any other
tonight.
way. I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
if
But
we
it's all respect though. It's all
Yep.
respect.
If we were playing Gaucher, I wouldn't expect. I know Bingo in
Yeah.
the back of his mind would be like, "Yeah, we about to lose," but he ain't pulling for the
I'm
Tide.
I'm
No.
glad y'all gone, bro. Get y'all ass on, man.
Yeah,
God, let
man,
y'all
it
be
sucks.
somebody
It
else
really
problem.
sucks. It really sucks this year. If this move would have happened 1 year ago, Bingo, we would you would have. There's no doubt in my mind
Oh,
I would have ran away with 5A.
yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
I
For
mean
sure.
I don't know what happened with us 6A, but y'all had a really good team last year, and it's
Real good
not
team.
y'all have a good team this year, but the kid y'all had running that team last year was one of like you just named
It's
generational
generational.
talent.
That was
He was
generational talent.
generational. He's fun to watch. One of the funnest
Him,
quarterbacks to watch.
you got him, Didell, Hubbard,
Yeah.
man. Like those kids, they don't come around so often.
No.
No.
So.
That was a crazy year last year. But Dave, man, we know you got to get on the road, man. I'll probably see you. I'll be getting ready soon for the game, man. I'll definitely see you on the sideline, man. I'm glad to have you on the Bazz and Bingo pregame show, man. It won't be the last time either.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, man.
All right,
Good to
man.
see you.
Tell
All right.
Tiffany and my girl, tell them I said
All
what's
right,
up. Where's she
Tiffany.
at? I know she in there.
Yeah, she just walked in from work
Yeah.
because we're about to leave. She
Hi,
just
Tiffany.
Tiffany, they said,
How are y'all?
All
All
right.
y'all.
All right.
Later,
All
guys.
right, man.
All right.
Peace out, bro. Like,
Man, it's good to have Dave on, man. Well, what man Stats? Man Stats ready to come on?
yeah, let's go. Yeah, man. You up? Let me go backstage, check on him.
Yeah, man. There you go. There you go. Let me get see what my boy doing over here.
Man, I was looking at some of Matt's predictions, man, and
What they
like,
looking like? What man looking like though?
he got quite a few that I just was like, man, I don't know. Matt must have been hitting that bourbon when he decided to pick that one or what, man. But
I'm looking at it now, man. I don't know. It looked pretty. The Hancock pedal game. Ooh, I'm ready. I'm gonna let Matt talk. I ain't gonna tell him what he said.
yeah, I don't know why it's taking him so long to come in.
I don't know, man. We'll kind of start. 'Cause I know we on the time frame. We got to get rid of, man. I'll start the first game and then we'll just follow with that. Oh, I thought he was back on. So we already went over the Picayune Gulfport game. Who you think gonna win, Bingo? Picayune Gulfport.
Pick
Just give
you,
me Picayune. Respect
pick
it.
you,
All I can do.
pick
All I can
you,
do is respect it.
pick you.
All I can do is respect it, man. Then you got Natchez.
No, no offense to y'all or nothing
No,
like
no,
that,
no,
but
no. I mean, you got to respect the champion, dog. You got to.
yeah,
Like,
I just
it ain't.
like they just. I'm basing that game off of past performance. Like y'all just played each other what last year
Yeah,
or the year
we
before.
lost to him the last 3 years.
Yeah, bro. Like like
Uh,
y'all trying to get to that competition where y'all can compete against them boys. Like them boys
right.
bullies, man. Them boys big.
Bully
Coach
ball.
Stockton. They are a great example of what they coach stand for, man. If you ever
Hmm.
watch some of his footage when he played at Nickel State, man, like smash mouth football, just punch you
Yeah.
in the mouth, keep going.
Yep.
So
They already got that tradition anyway, so it's
yeah,
just like,
like
yeah,
just
all
it's
I can
up,
do is
yeah,
respect it.
yeah.
All right. Natchez and Ocean Springs is the next game. They played one game in 2009 in the second round playoffs. OS won 35-12. Greyhounds on 11-game winning streak at home.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean Springs is 80-1 when allowing less than 10 points a game. That's here comes number 81. So Matt Stat said
Man,
they going and Matt Stat said 48-7 Ocean Springs, man. Who you got? Natchez
man,
0-3 too.
Matt 0-3.
No, I said Natchez
Oh,
0-3
Natchez
right now.
0-3. Man,
Hmm.
Ocean Springs finna beat them boy by 80, man.
Yeah, that's what Matt said. Matt said 48-7. So that's his
Yeah,
pick for that game.
yeah, that's about a.
Freezing.
He said he was freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Not
good.
cold.
You there?
Hold
Yeah,
on
you.
that.
Hey, so
Yeah.
Matt, we already went over your Picayune, Goodport, and Natchez and Ocean Springs. Now we're gonna be at the Pascagoula and D'Iberville. Kind of give us your thoughts on that game.
At Pascagoula, D'Iberville.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Yeah, I'm just the brief that Picayune Gulfport is going to come down to a late turnover for going on fourth down. Somebody's going on fourth down. I believe Gulfport will. They're going to get stopped and they're going to end up losing to Picayune. But anyways, we're going to Pascagoula and D'Iberville. As I tweeted out, this is what they call the trap game. You know that after Pascagoula coming on, I watched that game, one of the 5 games I watched, and for them, they're emotional to come back like that to beat Gaucher, and now
Hmm.
they're going in, to the winless Warriors that has not looked good. Of course, they lost to Picayune, a team that is good, and so I'm picking Pascagoula. But I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if this may be the game that the Warriors say, "Hey, we're gonna get it together." And Pascagoula, not saying they're. I guess I am saying they may overlook it, but just the emotional letdown after a great comeback win last week. But I do
Yeah.
have Pascagoula within a touchdown, winning 28-22. So at the Iberville, who last time they started 0-4. I'm sorry, last time Pascagoula started 4-0 was 2012. The last time Warriors started 0-4 was back in 2009, but yet they still made the playoffs when they started 0-4 in these non-region games. So give me Pascagoula 28-22.
Who you got, Bingo? What's your score?
D'Iberville hadn't showed me anything pretty much yet, man. So I'm gonna have to ride with the Panthers on this one, 24-17.
I respect it, man. All right. The next game we got is Hancock at Pedal. We'll let Matt Stats go dive into what he feel like the game is going to turn out to be.
Yeah, the Hawks and of course their quarterback Moran. He's just like mentioned every week. He's been to every camp. He's always looking to improve. They are 3-0. I watched it last week when they played St. Martin. Last time they started 4-0 back in 2000. I don't know. I wasn't. Bingo might have been 18 years old back then or something. I don't know, or
What?
20. But oh no, I'm sorry, 2 years old back then. You're a young man there, Bingo. But
Nah.
Pedal, it's a road trip, but then again, they usually only have 4 home games this year. And the common opponent that Pedal and St. Martin, it is a common opponent. That Hancock and Pedal's played against the St. Martin, where the Hawks beat them last week, 42-7, and then Pedal went to St. Martin and beat them 54-31. So I'm still thinking the Hawks will fly high on the road, uh, 34-28. It's going to be a close game, but I think their confidence is there, and they'll get the road win.
Yeah.
What about you, Bingo? What it look like for you, man? You got the
Last
Hawks. You
week,
got Hawks or
yeah,
Pedal?
I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride with Dylan Moran on the high hand on this one because last week I watched how St. Martin easily ran all over Pedal, and this Hancock team is a pretty good team. They can run the ball and throw it. So I'm gonna ride with Dylan Moran and them on the hot seat, man. 35-28.
Yeah, man. Moran is definitely throwing that appeal this year, man. He got 10 touchdowns, no interceptions. So that's a pretty good pick, man. We got Biloxi versus Hattiesburg. That's let's see what you got.
Yeah, Biloxi, if they can win a road game, they have a three-game losing streak on the road. Can they win a road game against a formidable opponent in Hattiesburg? They're 1-2. Biloxi's 2-1. The stats say go with the home team in Hattiesburg, but I'm going to go with Biloxi. I went with them last week, and I think finally they'll get the road win, 26-14 at Hattiesburg. Biloxi wins at Hattiesburg.
Yeah, I got that. It's more of a low scoring game. I got 24-14.
Biloxi.
Yeah, Biloxi. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Now, number 8th ranked Poplarville, 2-1, coming off that shutout win last week. They're at PRC, who's not scored that much, and they haven't won. They're 0-3. They're on a 7-game losing streak. The Hornets on a 3-game road winning streak. Poplarville wins this. I never usually give a shutout score, and I'm not going to give it this time. But they're going to win 33-6. Poplarville wins at PRC as PRC and their new head coach just struggling to get it going.
Yep, them baby calves need some milk, man, so they can grow and get big. So PRC's they're in at the farm, man. They getting them milk, so I'm giving them that L this week again. I feel like that it's gonna come together for them eventually, just not this year. No time,
Yeah.
this year. Give them some time though.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Number 7, George County, took it on the chin last week. They dropped from number 6 at Biloxi. They're 2-1 at Van Cleve, who's lost 2 straight. They lost at Forest County last week. They're on the 2-game losing streak. Both of them have lost on the road as far as Van Cleve. They're 2 losses. And, of course, they play at home. I actually changed my score because just knowing what they may do or may not do, that is Van Cleve. And what they did last week, I don't know if you watched any tape. I was able to watch a little bit of it, but they were throwing the ball last week, Van Cleve was, and that's not they're trying to find their identity, and that's not their MO as far as their best what they could do. So, and again, these non-region games, it's just so hard for us to say who's going to win just based on we don't know what the coach is going to do. But I still have George County winning. I don't believe Moody is playing. Of course, Deuce still cannot play. He had to sit out, I think, one more game, or he'll be back
next week is his last game.
Okay,
he'll be back for the Hattiesburg game.
And I believe Moody, who was quarterback, I think he's still not playing. He got hurt last week, from what I told 2 times last week.
He got hurt in the Greene County game. He twisted his ankle or sprained his ankle. So he was just basically an emergency quarterback last week against Biloxi in the loss. He came in. He started the second half, scored the first touchdown, and he couldn't be him. And I think he re-aggravated his injury, and they ended up putting Gage Reeves back in at quarterback. And I think Gage was going to be the quarterback tonight against Van Cleve also as well. Number 11, Gage Reeves, the senior. He's the starting safety also.
Yeah, like I said, these non-region games, they have no effect on playoffs for any team, win or lose. But I do have George County getting by 23-19. It wouldn't shock me if Van Cleve, at home, as they did St. Martin that first week, beat George County. But I'm going with George County tonight. And you'll be at that game there, Bingo?
Yeah, I'll be at that game. I consider that game more like a trap game also because George County's banged up. But I don't really know Van Cleve's identity yet. It's still too early. Like by now, Coach Fant would have knew what he had. So from the looks of it, look like he don't really know what he got yet. If he's starting to throw the ball and still run and inserting different personnel in, so hopefully he find out who his team is by district play, and because 5A will be here, 5A playoffs will be here in no time. 5A district play will be here in no time.
Yes, that's what he's trying to find out what he has. So Pasquishan 3-0, one of the 4 unbeaten coast teams, going to St. Stanislaus, who's just outside the top 10 and 11. They're 2-1. They lost at Moss Point, which that was kind of a surprise, at least for me, but not for the Tigers fans who, of course, believe in their team. But I have and the Pirates back-to-back shutouts. They allowed 21 points in that first game, and they've had shutouts the last 2 games. They're going to be some offense here tonight as far as Rocks averaging 31 points and Pirates averaging 42 points a game. I'm going to go with the home team. And if you want to say it upset, against the 3-0 Pirates, 28-22. So, again, it's going to be within a touchdown. But I have the Rocket Chaws giving Pasquishan their first loss this year. So what you thinking there?
That's one of them ones I picked against you on. I like the Pirates. I like the Pirates tonight, and in a nice and I got this game possibly going into overtime. This is gonna be one of my overtime games, man. But I'm with you. I think it's gonna come down to whoever got the ball last and whatever coach make the right decision, and whoever's at home. So who's at home? St. Stanislaus or Patrick's Den?
Yep, St. Stanislaus.
The home team got the advantage. Well, I'm riding with the Pirates tonight, so that's one of them ones we riding with. So I'm going with the Pirates, 20-14.
There you go. So
that's a big game too.
It is. That is a game there. And if it was in Pasquishan, I might slide over to the Pirates, but it's not. So the last top 10th ranked team, Harrison Central, 2-0. Going to Tylertown, who's 1-2, and they've just played one game between each other. As far as Harrison Central really hasn't been scoring all that many points, but they've been winning and won in overtime last week against Quitman. So I have this game here tonight. 28-14, the Red Rebels, Harrison Central wins at Tylertown, which Tylertown is a decent team. They're a lower class team. So I think Harrison Central will just wear them down and get the win on the road.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I see why Coach Myers ain't telling us nothing. The Rebels are winning. They're winning. I don't even know who the team. I don't know who the quarterback is. I don't know who the running back is. I don't know who none of the personnel is on the Rebels team, man. So I'm just gonna pull up on them. That's all I'm gonna do.
They
You're gonna
good.
have
They
to see
good
it.
this year. They good,
Yeah,
man. I told you, got that linebacker Boone Wilson. That's probably their biggest player as far as defensive side, and
they
he gets
looking so
he
far.
get a lot of tackles. Yeah.
So, but outside the top 10 in no particular order, St. Martin 0-3 at Stone, who's 0-2. So somebody's has to go. Somebody will get the win tonight. And I actually did change my pick based on knowing certain players are not going to play for St. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm flipping over and going with Stone at home. And they're going to, I had this originally St. Martin 46-44. They're going to, because St. Martin's defense is struggling and they're going to put up some points. Stone is Tice there, but I have Stone winning. They're still going to put up in the 40s, but St. Martin is going to get into the low 20s. I have a 49-23. Stone is going to come out with the win tonight against St.
You know, last year these two played the first game of the season, and St. Martin beat Stone on their home turf, beat in St. Martin. And but that's when Norrell White was quarterback. They had DK Jenkins at quarterback and Dampier running, but they had a little bit more talent than what they got now. So I'm with you tonight. I think Stone will get them this year, and St. Martin's still trying to find their identity. You know, from what I'm hearing through the grapevine, that we might see a new quarterback on the center tonight. Like they just don't have the depth. They need the milk. They need the milk.
Correct. Correct.
That's it,
Correct.
There
man.
you go with the milk. Man, you're gonna
They
make that
need
on
they
the shirt.
babies, bro. They babies, man. They need
Shirt.
to get birthed up from calves to full size cows, man. We need some Brahma bulls, some heifers. We need all that, man. They need some milk.
So on the
Oh man, it
downside
did
here, the
count.
last handful of games, Long Beach 0-3. They're on the 29 game losing streak. They're couple away, two away from St. Martin, and then Hancock as at 32. They hold the coast record. They're at Purvis. Purvis 2-1. And I have Purvis winning 39-30. Long Beach has put up points on their offense. Last week
Yeah,
it
I
was
see that.
61-40, I want to say it was, Bay High. So, I mean, Long Beach
It's
can put
Bay.
up the
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
Matter if they can, hold down the defense. But I have Purvis winning. I wouldn't mind Long Beach winning, but I have Purvis winning tonight.
Same. But like you said, you made a valid point. Long Beach offense can score points. They're scoring at will. So
Uh-huh.
basically, the defense needs some milk, and they need to put some of them offensive players on defense and let them be Travis Hunter and start playing both sides of the ball. It sounds like the offense ain't the problem over there in Long Beach.
Correct.
So for Purvis by 40.
West Harrison, 2-1. Will be at Bay High, who just, like I said, mentioned that they scored 60 points last week. The series is tied at 5 games each. I have West Harrison on the road, 37-33. So it's a one-score game. Bay High, we saw, can put up points against the True. It's Long Beach, but West Harrison also can give up points. But I have the Hurricanes getting that win at Bay High tonight.
I do as well. I have the Coach Patrick team come. The Hurricanes coming in. That team is pretty talented, and they don't even have a few of their pieces ain't even came in yet. So Coach Patrick got some. I don't know if it's Louis. It's probably some Gilding or some Haynes or Fruit of the Loom.
Sheen.
So yeah, he got something over there. It still costs and it's still worthy. So he got some players over there that's coming, man. And I like what the Hurricanes are
Yeah,
doing,
they
and I got
develop.
them
They
beating the
develop.
Tigers tonight.
All right. North Pike.
Yeah, I like that too.
At North Pike 1-2 at East Central 1-2. The Jaguars lead the series 2-0. Last time they played was 2010. East Central, a little bit on the roll there. I have them winning a close game. They're at home, 22-19. North Pike is I'm looking at it. They are a decent team. That's why I have it just a 3-point game. But I have East Central at home winning this one here tonight.
I don't know what's wrong with East Central either this year, man. This is un-East Central like of them, man. Like, they normally are a pretty competitive team. Well, I ain't going to say they're not competitive because they go out and compete every Friday. But normally they usually, like, they're showing, okay, this East Central team is going to be a tough team to beat this year. I haven't seen that yet from them this year.
Correct.
I don't know if they're still riding off the high of them baseball state championship titles or what so, but you know, they ain't gave it to me yet, man. So I'm trying to see, like, after this week, I know more.
Correct. So Moss Point
I
coming.
agree with you, man. I agree with you.
The Moss Point 1-2, of course, getting their first win last week at homecoming over Rocket Charles. Going to Gaucher, who, of course, lost last week. They came from ahead to lose 28-27 at Pascagoula. Gators 7-game home winning streak, even though somebody tried to tell me earlier, what's the name? There was 8 games. From what I look at, it's 7 games. But regardless, it's been a while since they've lost at home. Gaucher.
Mm-hmm.
I have Gaucher winning tonight 34-18, and they get back on track against the Tigers. But hey, Coach Feaster, has the Tigers rolling with that win last week. The confidence level is high. Could they go into the swamp and take care of the Gators? I say they can't. Again, it wouldn't shock me if they do.
Last home game we lost there was the Picayune 2021 when Dante there stiff arm.
Yeah, the stiff arm.
Yeah, the stiff arm game. That's the last time we lost there, right before playoffs.
Yep.
So of course you want Gaucher. You picking Gaucher? You got a score there, Bingo?
By 40.
Bazz, what do you got? What are you saying?
Oh, I don't know. I was just never pick the scope, man. But you already know Gaucher. He gonna say Gaucher by 40. That's why I was laughing at him.
Yes.
By 40. They know who he is, man. We by 40 every week. Don't even ask me no score about us. Every week we by 40.
The last game, St. Patrick 1-2 travels over to Louisiana. Ben Franklin, they're 0-2. They played once last season, and St. Patrick shut them out 35-0. I had the Fighting Irish winning again tonight, again over in Louisiana, 30. They're going to give up 15 points this time. 30-15, St. Patrick wins at Ben Franklin over in Louisiana.
I got you said Resurrection or St. Patrick?
No, St. Patrick.
St. Patrick. Yeah, Coach G gonna have them rolling. So I never ride. I'm with ride with the Irish.
And then you mentioned about Resurrection. They are the only team off this week. They are 2-1, and they play at host Mount Olive next Friday. So that is 15 games, if not mistaken, that we went through, and we'll see how it plays out tonight. I'll be there at the headquarters and see how many games I can watch and get a feel for all these games, and hopefully the best of luck to everybody tonight, as far as all the players, all the coaches and fans in the stands.
Are you gonna be able to get on to the post game show tonight?
Yeah, I should. Yes, I should be able to. I know it's busy for me at the end of trying to get scores, but no, that was great what y'all did last week. Just like now, it's great to have other people on there besides seeing my big mug in this camera. But
you actually are asked to come every week, man. Like, people having you on there because you are Coach Football. You're the voice of Coach Football, man. So why not have the voice of Coach Football talk about Coach Football? We go off your rankings, your stats, your knowledge, your analytics. We go off you. So having you on here, I don't have to talk much because you got Matt Stats telling us play-by-play on everything that we need to know. And you look so handsome. You look so handsome. You should show your face more often, Matt.
I try to get, like I say, with my voters and trying to get the rankings right. Again, they're just rankings. As far as the score wise, like I say, I changed my score. I could have just said that, hey, I'll ride with it. I don't care. No, I try to get it somewhat correct, in there. So
Yeah.
And it's all for fun. Please, no wagering. Officially wagering on that. But and again, last night, hey, y'all shared this. At the Gulf Coast. I know Bazz, shared that clip it there. That guy, of course, Bilbo when he ran it back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what a game that was last night. We were calling the game, and I mean, it was great with that hit. I had people on my JUCO account, Twitter account. I mean, they sending me pictures and videos of that hit there, and that was a game. That was the best
Oof.
defensive performance I've seen. Almost at 48 total yards. They just
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
hard to do
Dominated.
Dominant.
in any game.
Jinx.
So
Dominate.
They
Hey,
it was.
dominated last night.
I
just like one of
appreciate
my.
y'all sharing those
Oh
tweets
yeah, most
on that.
definitely. We
Absolutely.
perk you all day over here. Coach
Yes,
Coach Wright
sir.
made me an honorary member, man. I got my jersey hanging up in so
Uh,
I'm perk you all day, baby.
yeah,
Yes,
we'll go on
indeed.
the road next week,
Yeah,
up to north or southwest, I believe it is, southeast,
yeah.
Mhm.
one or two. But yeah, the new rankings come out Monday. National rankings are ranked number 8 right now, so we'll see how it goes there with the Bulldogs. But again, Bilbo was there, last night. All the coast players, did
Chapman.
pretty good.
Chapman with the touchdown run.
And
Chapman
then
with Stanislaw.
Hmm.
George County receiver there. His first reception was a touchdown in the back of the end zone. Walker,
Yeah,
is that his last? Well, in fact, he had 3 catches, two touchdowns. I mean,
crazy. First game, first
yeah,
college
Beautiful.
game
Beautiful
ever.
stats.
yeah. I mean, like I say, it's a college game. It's junior college, but it's a college game.
Oh,
So
that's college.
it's
Oh yeah,
great to see these players to get these
Yes.
on tape and what you guys again are doing. For coast football. I know I've been around. I say a long time. I mean, 2005 and then 2010 with the Facebook page, but all these other social media is coming out. With you guys and other ones, and even the schools hyping it up. You know,
Yeah.
teams that are struggling. St. Martin is still, doing their weekly release of coach interview or player interview. That's what it is. To shine the light on the
yeah.
players.
Lorenzo said it was him, Matt, that he spoke about the streak
Uh,
at Gaucher home game. And so Gaucher and Van Cleve playoff game was at Gaucher, not Van Cleve. I emailed the guy that came with that stat, and he corrected it. So Gaucher will be trying to win 9 in a row at home. Are
okay.
they including the playoffs?
Um, it just depends if they win. Yes, they had one last year. They played one game at home, right? Or what? I do include the playoffs if it helps with the streak per se. If they lose at home in the
Yeah,
playoff and they won 5 games last year during the home and they've won 3 games this year, then that's an 8-game winning streak. Now that's any team. So, it just depends if I count the playoffs or don't count the playoffs. If the streak keeps alive, I put in their regular season home game winning streak or,
Mhm.
not a regular season home. But yes, I like fans give me information. They correct me, which I only can go by what the website shows. So, and that's not always correct too, as we find out. So, but still a
right.
great win streak for Gaucher, to be there. Haven't lost in a while at home. So, yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, man, we ain't gonna hold you long. We're gonna have you on tonight. I appreciate you all you do for us and what you do for the coast. You did. I like a quote you said last night. Run, Bilbo, run. Bilbo,
Yeah.
run.
And I always try. Yeah, I said I should have said more, which I did say in other parts. But yeah, run,
Yeah.
Bilbo, run. He was going. That was
Yeah,
that
he
was awesome
was.
what he did. So I enjoyed
Absolutely.
calling the games and glad y'all were could tune in. Hopefully we did all right. So
Y'all
but,
did great, man. So we'll
we'll
see you
check
tonight.
it after the post game after all the games are played. We'll see who's right and who's wrong. But we're all winners.
Yeah, I
All
feel
right,
like
Matt, man.
tonight is my
Appreciate you.
night, man. I feel like I'm gonna have me a good
Uh-oh.
night tonight, man.
Who gonna have the best record? That's what I want to know. Matt or Bingo? We gonna see tonight.
I gotta go back and start looking at my stuff.
Yeah.
Like I
See,
don't go back and get my stuff. I really gotta start doing that though, man.
I've got 7 years of it, over 1,100 picks. So I keep
Sheesh.
track of it. Me. That's why I'm stat. I keep track of it.
Stat man.
Stat man.
10-6 last week. That is not good. And these non-region games, again, coaches do things that they may not do, and players may not play. And if I didn't know certain players were playing, I'd probably, would keep it the same or like I did change it. So they don't call me and say, "Hey, this person ain't playing." They don't tell me
Yeah.
that. So got to go with it. But it's fun.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
It's cool. We get it. It's all love, baby. We're gonna holler at you tonight, man.
And it.
So we get ready and have some we're gonna have you come on tonight, Matt, to give us the scores for the coast. And we got Bazz, who else you got? What other regions you got? Because we're trying to get
The
more
North.
scores for more regions also and get
Hmm.
people to entertain more stuff.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we got Strib coming on. Yeah, we got Rion, and then we have CJ Bailey coming on to kind of spread our wings for us the whole state. So
Yep.
we
CJ
love
Bailey.
the co.
Yep.
Hmm.
I follow him on Twitter, so he's good.
Yep. Yep.
All right. I appreciate it. Just
All right,
All
tag.
bro.
right.
All right. Later.
Like,
Stats out. If I can get out.
out.
Yeah, man, we gonna definitely do it. What game you going to, man? I don't think you
um,
told me.
I'm gonna go up and check out George County and Van Cleve, right up the street. You
Yeah,
know,
Big
gotta
57, baby.
the big 5-7. That's what they call it. But they
Hmm.
don't like that though. Well, the upper heads don't like that. The community
Uh-oh.
rocking with it, but the upper heads don't. So if the upper heads don't like it, all that need to stop. All of it, everything.
The buck stop here.
The
Buck
buck
stop
stop
here.
here ain't no big 5-7. We ban Cleve. That's what they be trying to get them to say. We
Yeah,
ban
man.
Cleve.
Yeah, man. I want to see what Coach Phantom do tonight. Coach Ray tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
go
it's
check
gonna
them
be a
out,
good
man.
game for
I
sure, man.
so tonight you going to Picayune, Gulfport. What your
Hmm.
prediction is? Like honest, give us your honest
Oh
feedback
man,
for while we got a little time left.
like I'm gonna say this: if we don't not able to throw the ball because Picayune gonna play, they're gonna stop running. They're gonna play zero coverage. That's what they do. If we can't throw the ball tonight, then Picayune's gonna win. And then I
I'm
think
gonna
with
tell
our
you.
defense,
No, go ahead.
our defense should hold up and kind of slow down. You're never gonna completely shut down Picayune, but if you can limit possessions, then we'll be all right. I think we'll win the game. But if we don't do that, then it's Picayune all day.
Well, I'm hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that just what somebody got to do it because I don't want you walking out there all happy and jolly and all this and that,
Mm,
thinking that all this is gonna be roses and berries for you because it ain't. You know, just
right.
by
It
looking
ain't.
at
It's gonna be a
it
brawl.
is, bro. Who do y'all got that can block that defensive line that Picayune got coming in? I just want to know who do y'all got up front that can
And we
block.
got Big Hubert. We got Big Hubert, man. We got Big Hubert. But our line has actually got bigger. It was bigger from last year, from previous. It's probably one of the biggest lines we've had in a while. That's why. So that's why we were able to need able to run those, make those big runs. Because our front five, our big boys, our big nasties, man, they definitely handle business. They don't give up too many. I don't even know if they gave up too many sacks. To be honest, I think they may gave up 2 sacks in 3 games, which is excellent. You're gonna give up a sack, so Um,
And
yeah,
you
I
got
think I
the reigning, undisputed, two-time defending state champions. They 5-8 state previous champ, but now they trying to go for a new crown. They trying
man,
to get
which is
another. They
crazy.
trying to get another one. Yeah, bro. For real.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's gonna be just good to watch them play. Man, Keisha coming to the game. My wife coming to the game because it's homecoming, but we got some family that's on the homecoming
Keisha a
court. So
Gulfport girl too?
man, no, she a rebel. She Harrison Central, man.
No, okay.
She don't want to go to this game for real. Like talking about
She don't like the heat.
my girl ain't been in a football game in years. This baby, I was coaching. Good. When I was a
Okay.
coach, that's the last time she been to a game. My girl ain't going no game if she ain't got to now.
That sound about
I'm gonna
right.
tell you that right now.
My wife ain't been to a high school game since I was last coaching, man.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
what,
that
3 years
was
ago, 2 years ago.
man. Mine, I stopped coaching 2015. It's
Yeah.
2023.
Ooh, yeah, I started coaching in 2020. So yeah, about 3 years ago, man. So yeah.
Yes. So it's gonna be
All
funny.
right.
Huh? It's gonna be funny watching her. But I mean, we will get up tonight though, man.
Most definitely, man. I'm finna hit the road, head up to the Big 5-7, man. I hope they got some good food at the concession stand tonight. I
Man, we
like
supposed to be
checking out the
they supposed to be
concession stand.
tailgating tonight. They supposed to be tailgating tonight, so I might get it.
You wearing that hot ass hoodie out there? It's hot, man.
You know, I like to wear hot stuff. I gotta represent the driven elite, but
I
I'm gonna go
get
change
all
though.
that, but I'm pretty
I'm gonna
sure
go
Fields of
change.
them. I know they gave you some shirts, man. It's hot out
They
there,
got
bro. You want to go out there looking cool, man? Sit your ass down.
man. I'm about to get out of here, man. I'll see you tonight though, man.
All right, fam, man.
All right.
Be easy, brother.
Too Susie.